Have you ever wondered why the middle class often struggles to build wealth through investments? Are you making the same investment mistakes that many others are making without even realizing it? If you're eager to find out what these practices are and how to avoid them, you are in the right place. Warren Buffett's insights in our analysis will help you become a more informed and successful investor. Buckle up as we are going to delve deep into this topic. Personal finances and money management skills are not taught in depth in most school curriculums. Thus, many individuals struggle with effectively managing their money. This leaves them trapped in cycles of living to paycheck and never quite getting ahead financially. In many cases, this is less an issue of income level and more an issue of habits. As billionaire investor Warren Buffett stated, the chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. Number 1. Not having clear investment goals. Many middle-class investors simply start investing without defining what they want to achieve. This lack of direction makes it extremely difficult to invest effectively. For putting your money anywhere, you should ask yourself, what are my financial goals? Do you want to save for retirement, a down payment, or college tuition? How much will you need and in how many years? The answers shape critical decisions like your asset allocation, risk tolerance, and investment timeline. Without clear goals as a compass, you will meander. Instead of purposefully reaching your destination, define your objectives, priorities, and required returns beforehand so your money has a focus and purpose. How to start saving or investing? Start small. Even tiny, consistent savings add up through compounding. Automate savings from each paycheck. Self-educate on investment options and strategies. Set saving goals for motivation. Small automatic withdrawals, learning, and goals drive savings habits. Number 2. Trying to time the market. It can be tempting to try timing the stock market by selling before predicted downturns and buying before the upswing. However, consistently predicting market tops and bottom is virtually impossible, even for professionals. For middle-class investors, attempting to time the market often leads to foolishly selling low and buying high. A landmark Delbar study found that from 1984 to 2013, average equity fund investors badly lagged market returns by trying to time things. Rather than futile marketing timing, use a steady strategy like dollar cost averaging, investing in the same fixed amount regularly regardless of share price. This smooths out your entry point over time. Ignore the inclination to outguess short-term market moves which few can foresee. Number 3. Chasing past performance. Many middle-class investors select investments solely based on last year's winners. However, yesterday's top performer often regresses to become tomorrow's average performer. Studies show that funds in the top quintile one year rarely remain there the next. Don't simply look at past returns and assume future gains. Examine the investment strategy and holdings as well. Opt for low-cost, diversified funds with styles and managers that can deliver consistent, risk-adjusted returns over long periods. Avoid chasing heat maps and last year's start which burn out quickly. Wise investing means making informed choices, not following past performances. Number 4. Paying high fees. Many middle-class investors pay exorbitant fees on their investments which seriously erodes net returns over time. Actively managed mutual funds typically charge 1% or more annually in management expenses and trading costs. However, numerous studies that after fees, active funds as a group fail to outperform comparable index funds which charge as little as 0.05. Paying 2% versus 0.2% annually on a $100,000 portfolio costs you $1,600 in fees yearly for no performance benefit. Over 30 years, this difference in fees can cost hundreds of thousands in lost returns. Ask yourself, why premium for active choices that rarely win? Low-cost index funds matched to your goals provide similar returns without the high fees. Number 5. Taking on too much risk. Inflated expectations can cause middle-class investors to take on greater risk than appropriate in hopes of striking it rich. However, with higher risk comes wider volatility and increased chance of permanent capital loss. Becoming aggressive requires the risk tolerance and long-time horizon to ride out inevitable downs. Ask yourself, how would you react to a 50% loss in market crash? Could you hold on without panicking? The middle class is often better served by a balanced asset mix of stocks and bonds fitting their risk profile. Don't let unrealistic aspirations push you into an overly risky portfolio you aren't comfortable with. Moderation goes a long way. Number 6. Trying to beat the market. Some middle-class investors practically pick stocks hoping to outperform the market averages. However, beating the stock market long-term requires immense skill, resources and luck. Over a 15-year period, about 83% of professional mutual fund managers fail to match the market through stock picking. What are the odds you can do better? For most individual investors, it is prudent to forego stock picking for index funds that simply match market returns while minimizing fees and taxes. Conclude that you likely won't beat the market and your money is better spent on low-cost funds providing market returns. As John Bogle said, don't look for the needle in the haystack, just buy the haystack. Number 7. Panic selling may be a thing. Market corrections and volatility can cause middle-class investors to panic and sell their holdings at the worst times, often turning paper losses into realized ones. But declines are an intrinsic part of the market, with S&P 500 experiencing average intra-year drops around 14% over decades. Selling into panic converts temporary drops into permanent losses. Ask yourself during volatile times, will this event affect long-term company fundamentals? If the answer is no, exercise patience and hold steady. Having an appropriate asset allocation and long-term view helps prevent emotion from guiding sell decisions. Don't let volatility derail your financial plans. Number 8, and of course, ignoring taxes. Many middle-class investors underestimate the big impact taxes can have on their overall investment returns. Different types of accounts and assets have varying tax treatments that should guide where you hold them. Failing to use retirement accounts, appreciate the effects of turnover, harvest losses, and favor long-term gains can significantly reduce after-tax returns. Paying attention to taxes now means more money working for you in the long run. Don't leave this low-hanging fruit on the table. Number 9. Not rebalancing. A common investing mistake is allowing your portfolio's asset allocation to drift from original targets as markets shift. Rebalancing forces you to sell high and buy low periodically to maintain desired risk exposures. Ask yourself every year, is it my asset allocation still aligned with my goals and risk tolerance? Rebalance methodically back to the targets you want. This takes emotion and guesswork out of the process. Rebalancing provides discipline, enhances returns, and keeps your portfolio aligned with your needs. Don't let inertia keep you out of balance. Learn finance basics like budgeting, savings, investing, attend financial workshops, find a money mentor, commit to ongoing learning. Core lessons, workshops, mentors, and constant learning help boost financial literacy. The world of personal finance is complicated with ever-evolving tools and strategies. Becoming an expert is not essential, however, having a core money management knowledge and skills is crucial to financial well-being and freedom. A little learning goes a long way when combined with focus and cautious money-related behavior changes. Number 10. Taking amateur investing advice. Many middle-class investors make the mistake of acting on investment tips from well-meaning but amateur sources like family and friends. However valuable their intentions, they may lack the experience, knowledge, or rigorous research to give sound advice. Anecdotes and hunches are unsafe guides. It's better to seek guidance from reputable sources like fee-only financial advice, obligated to uphold fiduciary standards. Ask yourself, is this investment tip based on a thorough, unbiased analysis or just someone's guess? Separate amateur speculations from expert advice. Impulse buying is making unplanned purchases, often driven by emotions versus logic. Research shows that average American spends a shocking $5,400 annually on impulsive purchases. That is close to $450 monthly that could have been saved or invested elsewhere. Many individuals dismiss small daily expenses as no big deal. However, habitual small expenditures can really add up. Surveys show that average American fritters away around $18 daily. Annually, this wasteful spending totals over $6,700. Imagine saving or investing this money instead. But why do people ignore these small costs? Reasons small expenses go overlooked are they seem significant individually. And convenience. People fail to track these costs, and convenience and habit make it easy to buy. A $5 coffee feels trivial. Without tracking, costs blur together. Grabbing a snack is a mindless routine. However, the impacts of ignoring small costs are thousands wasted annually and a careless attitude towards money. And there you have it, folks. The 10 bad investment practices that are all too common among the middle class. But fear not, because with Warren Buffett's timeless wisdom, we now have the tools to stay clear of these pitfalls and make sound financial decisions. If you found this video helpful and are committed to improving your financial future, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who could benefit from this knowledge. Remember to subscribe and ring that notification bell as well.